What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to my crypto journey. My name is Rodney. Do me a favor, smash that like button if you are still bullish on Cronos going into 2024. Now, we're up about 1% on the day, but we're not going to talk about price action too much. Everything's pretty much the same. But I want to talk about brand association a little later. But first, I just want to give a little spiel about Crypto.com and big cryptocurrencies in the space and just cryptocurrency in general. Now, the last year has been it's been pretty bad for cryptocurrency. It's been insane more than anything, especially when we see all these large cryptocurrency projects and players in the space go down dramatically. I mean, when these cryptocurrency companies go under, it's like 1 week they're multi-billion-dollar companies and the next week they're worth zero. This thing doesn't these projects don't slowly die out. They're thriving 1 minute and the next minute they're just dead, right? Which is super strange because usually when you see a company failing, you could see it failing for multiple years and those sorts of things. But no, we've had multiple catastrophes in the cryptocurrency market that really dragged the entire market down with it. Now, combine that with a macroeconomic situation that just really doesn't look good. I mean, inflation is bad right now. We printed way too much money during the pandemic, and now we're feeling the effects of that. The Federal Reserve, our government, has to slow down the economy to get a hold on inflation because inflation is getting that under control is more important than anything else. The greatest civilizations, even like the Roman Empire, I mean, a lot of those civilizations were destroyed because of hyperinflation. Their currency is worth nothing. So we have to do whatever we can to get that under control. But when you slow down the economy, it makes it so people don't have extra discretion. They don't have discretionary income to spend on other things, right? Crypto is a risk-on asset. And when people don't have the money to spend on risk-on assets, I mean, there's not going to be a lot of money going into the market. And we could see that, cryptocurrency, the market at its all-time high was $3 trillion. Now it's about $8.5 billion. So obviously it's taken huge steps back, but it's not because of one thing. It's because of many different things. Now, these big players in the cryptocurrency space going down are not good for cryptocurrency at all, right? It makes us look bad. It makes us look like everyone says we are, right? All the people you talk to on Thanksgiving, right? All the people that you have to sit next to that you have to talk to today, all the people you told last year, buy cryptocurrency, it's gonna go to the moon, right? If we can go to the year-to-date chart, you can see that around this time, Thanksgiving last year, when you were sitting at the dinner table with your family telling everybody that cryptocurrency is gonna be the next best thing, well, now you kind of look like a fool because everything, including Cronos, is down about 70 to 80%. Some projects are no longer with us. Rest in peace to FTX, Terra Luna, Voyager, Celsius, and many, many others. But you got to have conviction. We're kind of weird in this space, right? It's a niche, obscure space. Cryptocurrency is weird. We're kind of creeps, right? Have you ever tried to explain cryptocurrency to a family or a friend? They're just like, yeah, sure, buddy, with your invisible fund money. Yeah, sure. So it's a weird niche market, and it's hard staying in here, especially when it seems like the world is like, yeah, cryptocurrency's dead now. But what I've seen in the past, right, what everybody has told me is that when people say those things like something is dead, it's over, whatever, then that's probably the time to buy, right? When there's blood in the streets and everybody's scared, that's the time to buy. Everyone wants to buy on these insane green candles, but no one wants to buy when you're at these crazy discounted price. I mean, look at Crypto.com at its all-time high. This is like what? Almost 90 cents, almost $1. Now you can get it for 7 cents, right? So people would have been begging for the opportunity to get into Crypto.com or Cronos, a cryptocurrency product like this, at 7 cents during the all-time high last year. So don't forget, and if you feel bad, you feel sad because things are not going like they were last year, just have some conviction. If you believe in it, stick with it, right? Stick with it. I'll be here all along the way. Have some conviction. Now, I want to talk about the World Cup thing because a lot of people were like, yeah, it's the World Cup. Yeah, Crypto.com is sponsoring the World Cup, whatever. Through the years, right, through the last year at least, Crypto.com has partnered with the fastest growing sport in the world, which is the UFC. They had LeBron James do that Super Bowl ad, right? They had the what's the guy, the Fortune, is it Matt Damon, right? Did the Fortune Favors the Brave, right? And now they're doing the World Cup, which is going to be broadcasted to over 5 billion people worldwide. Now, brand association is super important. Now, this is a quick definition. It says, what is the key brand association? It says the most straightforward definition of brand association is how customers remember a brand, what's burned in their minds from interactions with a brand. Positive emotional associations with people, places, and things connected to a brand are what define positive brand association. You know, things like the World Cup, you know, where, you know, it's like this thing happens once every 4 years where everybody goes to support their favorite team. Like, that's positive brand association. Watching the Super Bowl is positive brand association. Watching UFC fights, I watch like every UFC card, and I'm with friends and family, and all I have are positive memories. So the fact that Crypto.com is going out and building all these partnerships is a big deal. Now, is that the only thing I look for in a cryptocurrency project? No, I think there's obviously more, right, to crypto than just paying for influencers. But the fact that Crypto.com takes its revenue and reinvests it back in the project, to me, that's very, very important. So a lot of people are saying, you know, it's a bear market. Who cares about this advertisement? You know, like this person right here, and yet no positive impact on CRO. Look at the graph. Like, all these people are roasting it, but yes, that's fine now. Of course, it's not just because Crypto.com is being sponsored by the World Cup doesn't mean this thing's going to shoot up to $1. That's ridiculous. But when the time comes, when more people hear about cryptocurrency, or some people download the Crypto.com exchange, right, they'll remember, oh, Crypto.com or Cronos was that cryptocurrency company, or that cryptocurrency I saw when I was watching the World Cup, or when I was watching UFC fights, or I was watching, you know, the Super Bowl. So these brand associations are very, very important. So a lot of people think it's a big nothing burger, but that's absolutely not the case. And if it was, why would companies and big brands pay for these deals when it does nothing, right? Obviously it does something, and these marketing people know a lot more than we think they do. Now, aside from that, there's not really much news except for the World Cup thing happening. Like I said the other day, Chris did go on CNBC and talk about how they're not like exposed to FTX, and how they're not doing the same shady business practices as FTX. Now, in the coming weeks, there is going to be an audit released by Crypto.com that's going to show their entire balance sheet, what their assets are, what their liabilities are. And Chris said, unfortunately, they don't work as fast as crypto, so we're going to have to wait a few weeks. Now, this is going to be big for Crypto.com going forward. What is that audit going to find? A lot of people are forgetting about this. Now, I do think that Crypto.com is okay, and it's kind of out of the water, but a bad audit could spell trouble for Crypto.com going forward. And they had their little scare, and they ended up being okay. Now, the cool thing about Crypto.com is that, yes, CZ implied that they were fibbing their balance sheet. People got scared. A lot of people tried to pull their money out. But when people got scared, nothing happened. Everything was okay. Nothing happened to Crypto.com. So it shows they're pretty resilient. But I'm still looking forward to that balance sheet. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. What do you think about cryptocurrency? How are you feeling about it? It's a rough year for us. I know. Stay strong. How do you feel about Crypto.com and brand association? I'm interested to hear your opinion. Thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you very, very soon. Peace.